Welcome back to my channel, Dare to Trust, where I dare you to trust. I'm Davita, and I am a guide. I guide those wanting to heal mind, body, and soul through changing their behavior. So that's me. I'm a behavior change coach, but guide just feels better. So I guide those wanting to heal themselves. But today, we're going to talk about this one word everyone should say every day. Okay, what is this one word? The one word you should say every day is no. That's right, no. No is a complete word. It's a complete thought. It's a complete answer. And I'm talking to those who are working through the behavior of people pleasing. Yes, we've all done it. It's not just a certain person. We've all done it. We want to, and it comes from childhood. We want to please our parents. We want to do good. We want to get accolades. But as we grow older, as we grow up, we have our own lives to live. And so this might come from, this people-pleasing behavior might come from trauma that you've experienced in your life. It could come from low self-esteem, or also could come from just not knowing how to maintain healthy boundaries. And so saying no is healthy. Now, I'm not talking about being an Ebenezer Scrooge, right? I'm not talking about being mean to people, but there's a healthy way to do it. There's a healthy way to say no. And at first, you might not know how to say no, and it might just come out that way, and that is perfectly fine. That's our process of working through it. So if you're someone who tends to people please, and your plate is full in your life, and people tend to come and put more things on your plate, a healthy thing to do is to say no. And it's not easy at first, but it's necessary for us to live our lives, our own lives, and no one else's. So let me give you an analogy, something that might help us picture this thing. So I just used the word plate, right? We have our plate full and others try and put more on our plate. That's exactly what I'm going to say. So what if, just imagine, we are hungry and we go to a restaurant, we go to a buffet, and we know what's there. We know what's on that buffet, and we can't wait to get our food, the food that we like, and it's going to satisfy us for that meal, and we can't wait to get to it. And we take our plate and we start our walk to that buffet, and we're holding our plate out just like this because we can't wait to get the food that we want. But along the way, people that we pass by or people that are sitting down, they just put their food. Oh, you should try this. Try this. I recommend this dish right here. And they're just piling on the food. By the time we get to the buffet to get our own food, our plate is full. And it's full of things that we don't even want. So how do we fill our plate with our own food and with the things that we want in our lives? We have to start saying no until our plate is recognizably ours. It's the food that we want. Our lives are filled with the things that we want, our own goals, our own desires, our own intuition, our own guidance, our own purpose. So we have to start saying no. And just remember that when we say no to others, and we're not saying it to them as people, we're saying it to what they want us to do, that we're saying yes to us. We're saying yes to you embracing self. You embracing self. That's yes. So when we say no to others and what they want, we say yes to ourselves. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about my experience with people pleasing. So I am someone who likes to stay busy. I don't like to sit still. I don't like to be idle. I always like something going. So it was easy for me just to say yes because, like, oh, something else to do. Oh, I won't be sitting still. Oh, okay, yes, yes, yes. Until my plate became too overwhelming and I was stressed out. And this, I'm not just talking about one situation, this is all through my life. I've done this repeatedly, over and over and over again. Because I like to do certain things. I like to do a lot of things. I might be good at a lot of things. And, people know that. They're just going to say, oh, well, you take it or you do it. And I would say yes, I would accept. But like I said, I would end up stressed out. And then taking a step back, I would see that I wasn't getting anything done for myself. Then thinking about that, resentment set in. I was resentful that I was doing all these things for everyone else and wasn't doing anything for myself. But then at the end of the day, I had to realize that I was to blame. It's not their fault that I've gladly taken all this stuff on my plate. So I had to come to that realization over and over and over again until I had had enough, until I would say no. And it wasn't easy at first, but I had to come to that realization to push me to the point to say, you know what? I don't like the feeling of resentment. I don't like to be stressed out. So I'm not going to start this behavior again. I'm going to say no right now. And I'm telling you, as soon as I said no the first time, I instantly felt better. Just as soon as that word no left my lips, it was a feeling of release and relief. Like, I don't have to do this. And for some reason, I felt like I had to say yes. But as soon as I said no, that realization came and it said, oh, I don't have to do this. I have a choice. I have a choice in my life and how my life goes and how I spend it every day and the energy that I put into what I want to put into. And so when I realized that I was putting way more energy out, giving it out, than what I was receiving, right? And that I was resentful and I was stressed out, I said no more. That's why I decided to change that behavior of people pleasing. And so this might resonate with you, it might be you, I'm not sure, but that's my experience. So here is how no could sound. Now, if you have no problem saying no, say no. But just kind of working our way into saying no, it could sound like if someone asks you, can you take on this project? Can you do this thing? A response could be, let me get back to you on that. Let me think about it. Okay? That's one response. Or it could be that, let me check my schedule, or my schedule is full. Okay, any variation of that. Or it could also sound like, I have another commitment that won't allow me to take on any more projects, right? And that's the truth, because you do have another commitment. You have yourself. You're committed to yourself and to the things that you would like to do. So those are some ways that we can begin the process of saying no until we just say no and have no problem with that. Now, a lot of people, it's easier for them just to say something like that versus no, because it makes them feel better about saying it and they don't feel mean. But if you feel like saying no, say no. Or you can use some of those examples or whatever comes to mind. But what you're trying to do is not allow them, right, to put their food on your plate. So you're kind of like trying to shield your plate so that they don't put their stuff on your plate. But that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's about saying no. And when we do that, we say yes to ourselves. Please like, share, or subscribe to my channel. You can share this with this video with someone who you think would like this content. And with that being said, I dare you to trust. See you next time. Peace.